what we describe as constantly very functional movements performed at high intensity. It's very easy to say, it's very hard to sort of explain to people. What we mean by it is we take a lot of different movements from a lot of different disciplines. So we'll take a lot of Olympic lifting, powerlifting, kettlebell movements, sprinting, and we'll put them together into very high intensity workouts. The difference between what we do and say the general circuit training is at the end of it we're looking for sort of a competitive workout at the end of it. So whether it's against yourself, whether it's against sort of like other people. Basically the idea around CrossFit is it's universally scalable to anybody. So we could take your grandparents, we could take Olympic athletes, and we could pitch them together in the same workouts. The difference being that basically we try and vary the degree of the workout of the kind. So we'll get your grandparents doing some kind of squatting, or we'll get sort of the Olympic athletes. So obviously we won't get your grandparents sort of like deadlifting hundreds of kilos, but we'll be getting them doing the same movements. Yeah, so we'll do push, pull, sort of squat workouts, same as you would do then. We think of it more of a coaching facility than anything else. So, like, I personally do a lot of Olympic weightlifting coaching. I'll do a lot of personal training with all the clients. People who don't really want to come into the classes because they have sort of like individual problems or individual needs that they need to work around. You do get kind of the school disco vibe of sort of like you get guys in one corner, girls in the other corner, but for the most part you'll get everybody cheering each other on. Sort of like the girls will obviously, because they use different Olympic bars, they use different weight kettlebells, they tend to group together to do that, but the classes themselves are sort of like very mixed. Everybody's goals tend to be very individual. I know it sounds like a very stupid statement, but a lot of people come in for weight loss, a lot of people come in to just sort of like gain athletic prowess, so what we call a GPP program in CrossFit, a general physical preparedness. So imagine you're trying to train sort of like an MMA artist. Their technical skill, all that kind of stuff is done out of the gym. Yeah. What we try and focus on is just the 10 elements of fitness, so your strength, your power, your speed, cardiovascular endurance, balance, coordination, agility. That kind of stuff is what we focus on. The whole point of CrossFit is not to specialise in any one particular area, rather than sort of spreading it out. So we will spread it out rather than just focused on one particular goal. It's not only that, it's also people joining in just for the camaraderie that's involved in it, rather than sort of where you're just trying to do a program to get yourself fit and get yourself fit. It's that push from sort of like each other in that group setting that tends to really get people goals as well.